A little kid came up to the ice cream truck today holding a $5 in one hand and a cool leaf in the other. She asked for a bomb pop. I said, okay, that will be one leaf, please. And she said no and handed me the $5. You can't just ask for her best leaf. I mean, having a cool leaf is like a 1 in a million chance. You can't just ask for it for a bomb pop. A bomb pop is easy to get. You can go to Walmart and get it. A cool leaf? You can't get a cool leaf at Walmart. What's up, boys? Glad to see that everybody appreciated my cat. She's actually currently right behind me right now eating her food, and you know, she's kind of the best thing that's ever happened to me, so I'm glad that you guys agree. And thank you for all detailing your pets and their names in the comments. I had a lot of fun reading through those and wishing I had 9 cats like one person said. I mean, that was insane. Oh, hey, she's in my lap. Oh, yo, what's up? Anyway, for this video, as always, just feel free to drop some stupid stuff that you did as a kid in the comments. I'm always interested in reading all the dumb things that you did, because I think everybody did dumb things when they were a child. Anyway, with that being said, I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. Enjoy the video, boys. When I was 5, my mom got an elf on the shelf and told me it was watching me to see if I was bad. I was so scared I decided to kill it, and I snuck out, stole the elf on the shelf, and then ripped its arms up and hid it in the grass under my window, then lied about it when questioned. I mean, I get it's an elf on the shelf and it's not actually alive, but this is a concerning thing to do to something. You know, I would keep an eye on this kid. Not suggesting that he's like a killer or anything, but you know, might want to keep a watchful eye on him just cuz. My son is terrified of the Loch Ness Monster right now. Absolutely terrified. Keeps asking me questions about it. Can it get out of the loch? Is the loch far away? Etc. No idea where he even heard about it. I told him it can drive and could be in our town in about 20 minutes. Eats wee boys. But you just probably traumatized that poor kid. He's like, what? It can drive? So it can swim? It can drive? It might as well be able to fly. I mean, oh my god. My 9-year-old son took my iPhone and in less than 5 minutes sent high-res close-up shots of my dog's clenched sphincter to the following: my mom, my business partner, my wife, a guy I went to grad school with in 2000, SVC, my accountant, San Diego Blood Bank, and Shake Shack's text bot. Wow, that's a crazy list. The fact that you had these people just in a row probably on your phone is kind of insane. That grad school guy probably opened it, was like, oh hey, I got a text from Drew. It's been so long since I've talked to this guy, and he opens it and it's just this dog's ass. And he's just like, oh, all right. Well, I'm glad I guess I burned a bridge with that guy. When I was at preschool, we were reading a book about earthquakes happening in Germany. I said to my teacher, oh, well, I'm glad that I don't live in Germany. To which my teacher replied, you speak German, you were born in Germany, you live in Germany. That kid's whole world just crashed down on them in that moment. They were like, well, wait a minute. You're telling me I live in Germany. Me. Toddler laughs as 5 firefighters try to free him from locked car. The absolute madman. It's even crazier that he actually was in the driver's seat while this whole thing was going down. He's driving. He's literally about to floor the gas and just like gun it at whatever garage door is behind him. I randomly remembered how I didn't know how sleeping worked until the age of 6. Up to that age, I believed that adults could fall asleep on command as soon as they closed their eyes, and since it took me some time to fall asleep, I thought I had something wrong and tried to hide it so I didn't have to go to the doctor. I discovered that this was not the case only when I confessed this thing to a classmate in elementary school, and he told me it was the same thing for him too. I even convinced him that we both had the same weird illness for a short period of time before actually realizing. It is kind of weird though how like when you're going to sleep, you kind of have to pretend to be asleep for a little bit before you actually fall asleep. Like I wonder what like triggers you just actually falling asleep instead of just pretending to be asleep, because you don't remember it. All of a sudden you just you just wake up all of a sudden, but you don't remember actually falling asleep. But I wonder what that's actually like, you know? When I was 7, I said that I wanted to be emo. My mom told me that emos pull their toenails off. Later that night, I wrapped my feet in blankets in fear that the emos would come out from under my bed and pull my toenails off. I've had that fear since then. What kind of thing is that your mom told you that emos pull their toenails off? How did she even think of that? The fact that she probably said that, it's kind of good that you didn't go and try to pull your toenails off after that. You're like, you know, well, you know what? A commitment is a commitment. Beauty is pain. I gotta pull my toenails off if I'm gonna be emo. Kids blamed the footprints on the dog. That poor dog, look at him. He's like, what? Listen, man, I didn't do anything. Does that footprint look like it matches my foot? No? Because I didn't think so. That is not me. That was your demon children. It's very cute letting my toddler snuggle up next to me on the couch and play with his cars while I send emails. Until he throws a truck at the keyboard and I've just sent a blank email to an editor with the subject line, submission, Howard Dickel. You're just like, oh, you know, I can get behind this article. I'm really seeing your vision here. I like where you're going with this idea. I'm gonna try to help you develop this a little bit more. PSA, this is why it's important to keep an eye on your kids when they're in public places. This is a $4,500 saddle. We cannot watch your children while they are in the store while still helping customers. Please watch your children. Signed, this small business owner trying to do her best. What a 4,000, I don't know anything about riding horses, but $4,500 for a saddle? I didn't even know that. I didn't know that they were that expensive. That's insane. That's literally like the same price as my PC with like a 30, 70, or an 80 in here. I don't even remember, but it's expensive. That's crazy, dude. When I was in 7th grade, a kid in my class said that his dad was one of the September 11th hijackers. A few months later, he said he was going to Oregon to visit his dad over the summer. Why would you lie about that? Why would you lie about your dad being one of the people who hijacked the planes on 9/11? Are you kidding me? I feel like by 7th grade, you're kind of like, I don't know, at least a little bit smarter than most kids, so I don't really understand. I don't know, maybe, I guess there's some kids that are probably behind, which this kid was definitely one of them. So this is the Diary of a Wimpy Kid Do-It-Yourself book, and this is this person's dream house. You got the servant room with the bowling alley next to the PS4 club, the pizzeria, the guest room, the dog room, the entrance, a 100-inch TV, a bedroom with a TV, has a hot tub, it has a bed, AC, fridge, stove, etc. Kitchen, indoor pool, hot tub, music room. For some reason, it's just like a really long music room. I don't know what you need all that space for. Study hall, and then there's just this hall here. This is a crazy layout. The PS4 club? Dude, I'm trying to join the PS4 club. What's crazy is I literally had this book. That's like, when I saw this post, it literally brought back so many memories. I had this Diary of a Wimpy Kid Do-It-Yourself book, and I remember filling out this exact page. I don't remember what I put for my dream house, but if I could find it, I would actually be interested in seeing. My nephew, 3 years old, broke a glass in my kitchen yesterday. My fault for giving him a glass, it happens. I told him to get out of the kitchen because glass shards fly everywhere, so I had to clean the floor before he could come in again. The glass he broke had juice, and he was still thirsty. I told him, I'll get you another orange juice soon, but I have to clean this up before we do anything else. MFer looks me dead in the eye to assert dominance, kneels down, and licks the kitchen floor. Honestly, kind of a Chad. He's just like, yeah, you know what? Hey, I can take a couple cuts on my tongue from glass shards. I need my orange juice right now, woman. You don't understand. This afternoon, I noticed Blank sneakily grabbing some finishing nails, so I followed him and caught him red-handed. He told me he was setting a trap. Oh my god. Dude, imagine if she actually would have stepped on this thing. Those things would have gone literally, all 3 of them would have gone like directly through her foot, and she would have had to go to the ER. Kids are demons. I'm never having a child. I literally am just not. Why would I subject myself to traps on my own stairwell for a kid? No thanks, man. Not gonna happen. When my sister was in 1st or 2nd grade, she stood on a ball at recess when no one was looking and thought to herself, I know this is wrong and I should be in trouble, and put herself in timeout. When confronted, she cried. I mean, you know what? At least she has like a good sense of like right and wrong, you know, and is willing to take accountability for her actions. So you know what? It's a good kid. The 4-year-old is livid because she thought we were traveling by ferry, not ferry. Dude, imagine getting like picked up by like Tinkerbell and going to whatever destination. I would be mad too. If that's what I thought was gonna happen and I got on this big, stupid, smelly boat with all these dumb people, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, dude, come on. I was promised Tinkerbell and I'm getting this? Are you kidding me? When I was little, I asked my mom about her pills and she said, these are my no more baby pills. I take them so I don't have more babies. At an early age, I knew about birth and birth control, but I didn't know about sex. So for years, I believed that as soon as I became a woman, I would have to take pills every day or else I would shoot out babies like a t-shirt gun. When I learned what was, I was so relieved to know that you have to do something to put the baby in there. Yeah, I mean, that would be kind of terrifying. Imagine if like women were just like, oh, I got another one, guys, and they just shot it out every day. That would be awful. But what if you forget to take your baby pills one day and then you just have a kid and now you don't know what to do with this stupid kid? I convinced my then 2-year-old that DVDs had to recharge before you could watch them again. For a solid year, I got away without ever having to watch a kids movie on repeat. I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened after that. Like why was it only a solid year? Did they just figure it out eventually? They're like, wait a second, where would I even plug this in? Where would it recharge? I don't understand. Like, you can't really call this kid stupid. He's 2. He's just gonna believe whatever his dad tells him because it's his dad. Like, this 2-year-old does not have a concept in his mind that his dad would lie to him about something. That's not being stupid. That's just called being 2, you know? Kids are the best, man. They get all shocked when you figure out they did something wrong. Like, Mom, how'd you know I colored on the table? Because you wrote your name on it? I don't know, man. That doesn't sound like good enough evidence for me, you know? know, somebody else could have written their name. What if they were framed? How would you have known? You wouldn't, because it would be a lie. Anyway, thank you for watching this monthly episode of Kids Are Stupid. I honestly, they get better and better every month. This is like an endless source of content for me. I'm sorry, but I don't know if I'll ever stop making these. Anyway, thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DomSoEpic, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace, peace.
Flip phone ringing, yo ho calling, burns keep singing, trap still